Alright, so we're somewhere very different today. Hopefully this is working. We're down in Wynnum Mangrove Boardwalk, just east of Brisbane on the coast. I have a bit of a task to do here today. I just wanted to come straight down to the edge of the boardwalk here. You can see it behind me here. So before we go looking at anything else, I want to explain why I had to come straight here. The last day I was here, I had the lens hood on the front of my lens, and I hit, as I sat down on the bench, the bloody thing popped off and fell into the bloody water. I was like, son of a, because they're expensive enough, like, for what they are, but they're Canon. So my first task today is to go fishing. We have to try and hook it out. I bought rope and a little butcher's hook, painter's hook thing, and we're gonna see if we can bring it out. That is just down here. It is too far to jump down. It is a good 10 or 11 foot down there, like, so I can't get down. I can't get down to it. Anyway, we'll go fishing, see if we can get it. So I'm after scaring off the spoonbills, and there was a grey herring there as well. But pull it out. A lady came down there and she was fierce encouraging, so I just spent, it only took about 5 minutes, but it's made my day now. It's a good start to the day. We can go back to the start now and come through it again. G'day. So we are, as I think I mentioned there a minute ago, down in Wynnum Boardwalk, just east of Brisbane. Wynnum Mangrove Boardwalk. It's kind of just a mangrove place. There's a bloody crow. It's been quite enough all morning, and the next thing he decides we'll have a conversation. So yeah, we're gonna do a short walk here today anyway, just to show the place. I was here last year, and I was here earlier in the week as well, which is fair that not earlier this week, earlier last week, which is when the lens hood fell off my lens. So that was a funny one. Well, it wasn't funny, it was a bit of a real piss off at the start of the week. So yeah, we're gonna walk around here. This is nice. There's it's kind of a bit dull now at the moment, but look, it's okay. And we'll stroll off down to see if there's any birds. There was a lot of birds earlier, spoonbills and herons and egrets, and I seen a kingfisher. Heard that bloody loud crow. So anyway, yeah, the mangrove, this is lovely. We have nothing at all like it at home. They've a nice boardwalk around the place, and they have all nice signboards and information about it. So yeah, we'll just walk down. One thing you can't get through the camera is the smell. It's a bit rank. Just kind of sulphur or something, but tis part of the whole mangrove thing. Also, we're using a new camera, so things might be a bit wonky at the start. Hopefully it'll be usable. So even though it is lovely, a bit of a wild area, you can still hear everything. You can hear planes, because like Brisbane is a big city, you know, and out to the coast even to get here. It was a train out to Wynnum Central, a bit of a walk down then, but you're walking along a very well developed, but not a boardwalk but an esplanade kind of thing, and it goes all the way up to Manly. It's a really nice area to come walking in on a fine day as well. Even today is nice, but you can hear everything. You can hear the traffic in the motorway over there. You can hear the planes. Down that way is the port of Brisbane. You can't hear it but it's okay, you know. You can see it way off in the distance. So if you hear sounds like that every now and again, that's what's going on there. Also, I'm using the microphone on the camera, so I'm hoping it's picking out everything. There's no wind at all, which is very weird. 2 weeks of no wind whatsoever so far. So yeah, we'll keep going down. There's been nothing so far, so it's very cool to look at, you know. There was a bit of a mad noise there. I was wondering what the hell, because there were two people coming up, and I was just wondering what the hell was going on with it. And they had a baby lorikeet in their hands, just wrapped up. They said it was being attacked by crows, so they were just kind of mind it for a bit. And you could see the crows following up the sound up the. You could see the crows following the sound up along the boardwalk as well. So the sun is beginning to come out now. It is beginning to brighten up, so it'll be very patchy, I'm guessing, with the footage. So it's just nice to see the ibises in their natural habitat, I suppose. You'd often see them in the cities on fences and going through rubbish and landing on tables. So they're just out here in the plain. There's thousands of birds out there. I think I got a clip with the other camera. Thousands of them. Spoonbills, herons, egrets, the ibises. Look, they're all a bit too far out, to be honest, but look, it's fine, you know. I did scare them off and they were inside here earlier. So yeah, we'll go back around now and kind of finish. There's another birding place out over the side as well, but I've only ever seen an egret over there, to be honest. Actually, the last time I was down in this part, when I was going back after losing the lens hood, there was lorikeets, and usually lorikeets, for me anyway, I just see them flying overhead, and I never get any footage of them, or can't even get pictures of them. But they were looking for, I think they were looking for nesting holes in the trees here last day, and it was, I got some nice footage and some nice pictures. I'll throw them up there now. So. So we're off the boardwalk here now onto Pet, and we'll shoot over right over to the bird viewing area. Another cool spot, but like you can probably still hear outside of the crows the aircraft and the noise off the city, but there's a lovely kind of retreat off it, like. But you can see already behind me, we're already out of the see the mangrove behind us. So while one of them is okay, there's now 4 magpies around me, and it's making me slightly nervous because I know they have a reputation for attacking, but I thought that was only during breeding season. Because the only time I've been swooped on by birds over here is noisy miners at Manipini last year. These guys are definitely not shy. So we're just going to go back in through the boardwalk there again because it sounds like the crows are after stopping, so we might get to hear some other smaller birds. But that was really nice sitting up there for a break. It was you could hear all the traffic on one side, and then you're looking across the other side, across the mangroves, and it was just very nice. Definitely the most confident magpies I've ever seen. They come up and just look at you. Wait, they've obviously been fed, so. You know, look, we can't carry on down here again. Those crows finally pissed off, but not getting any more birds. I see the odd small bird, right, but they're just fleeting. They're buried within the trees. So yeah, but this is a really lovely walk. And usually you get to see loads of birds here as well. And even though you can hear the traffic off in the distance, is just very peaceful out here, like. So I'm under a tree here. You can hear all the birds losing their mind. I think I got a clip there of a Pacific Baza Diaz at 2 minutes uncommon going by Maryland. But still up in the trees there. Birds are losing their mind. So you can see just up here, I'll zoom in how small it is, but there's more to get the noise off I think they're noisy miners. We'll zoom in a bit. That's fantastic to hear the alarm calls as soon as they went out, and then you could see the big fella up in the nest. Because there was, just before he came down to this tree as well, there was another some other sort of raptor flying around as well. So that's cool. Just to finish off there, some big creepy bug. Everything is massive over here. Right, we got to track the darkening out of Wynnum a bit, out of the mangroves. So we'll just go back to the train now. Right, go on, we'll chat to you later on. Good luck.